Are you aware that 70% of pastors constantly fight depression and burnout for the frustration experience as a result of ministry workload, discouragement, and pressure? We help leaders grow healthy churches. We are excellent at what we do, and we are fast becoming the best of the very best. Magnicraft Consulting is set up to help both small and large-sized churches become healthier by using proven diagnostics tools, effective retention strategies. We give the right and appropriate and professional advice. We are the certified church consultants with the Society of Church Consulting in the United States of America. Trust us to help you grow. Don't wait till it's too late. You will be glad you did. Call us now on 0802-324-2258. Hello. Welcome to Monday Morning Matters live broadcast show brought to you by Magnicraft Consulting Team, anchored by Niyi Dunmade, a certified church consultant with the Society for Church Consulting in the U.S. Here, each Monday of every week, we address important, relevant, and actionable topics of interest that will help you and your church grow healthier. And now, meet your host, Niyi Dunmade.
Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I bring greetings all the way from Abuja. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I bring greetings all the way from the city of Abuja. Good morning, good morning. I just want to spend some few minutes to get some people on board, and then we'll kick the roll on it. My name is Niyi Dunmade. I'm the founder and the CEO of Magnicraft Consulting. Okay, welcome to Monday Morning Matters. This is the third Monday in the month of August. Okay, and so we're going to continue on the roadblocks to healthy discipleship. We've started this series in the first Monday of this month. And please, if you have missed out of the episode part 1 and 2, please go back to the Facebook page or the YouTube channel. You're going to see those videos there. Those are introductory and foundational. So please, you're welcome everyone to our Facebook Live and our YouTube channel to this live broadcast show. We're going to continue again, as I said, on the roadblocks to healthy discipleship. Thank you for hooking up with us. We're so glad you are part of this live broadcast. We are part of this enriching, inspiring, and informative session. This is brought to you by Magnicraft Consulting. Magnicraft Consulting is a church consulting firm that helps local churches to grow healthier through empirical assessment, trainings, revitalization, and strategic blueprint. We're glad you are part of this. And I'm Niyi Dunmade. I'm the founder and the CEO of Magnicraft Consulting. We have a vision to help local churches, and our vision is to be the leading church health consultancy that creates actionable solutions, sustainable solutions, and adaptable solutions. I'm also a certified church consultant with the Society for Church Consulting in the US. I'm your host to the weekly live broadcast show every Monday, 7 a.m. Nigerian time, GMT +1. I'm coming your way every Monday, no holidays. Okay, I'm also known as the Church Health Guide of the 21st century. A big thank you to everyone who has been commenting on our live broadcasts, on our videos, who has been liking, sharing our content. I was so happy that some pastoral groups on Facebook were able to accept some of our content. From the depth of my heart, I do not take it lightly. We'll continue to give you value for the time you spent in watching our videos. And so thank you so much for getting across with our video content. Let's do a little bit of promo and pay some bills, and then we'll come back with the juice of the day. And so today we're going to go straight on the Roadblocks to Healthy Discipleship Part 3. And then this is also a very, very solid announcement from Dr. Tom Rainer. Dr. Tom Rainer is a fantastic friend and mentor, coach of mine who I've learned so much from. He's a man of wisdom, wealth of experience. And so he has a platform where they certify church consultants. Okay, so if you want to become certified, well-trained, well-equipped, well-empowered to be a church consultant, to become an expert, to help your own church, to help other churches, he has been able to give over 40% discount on the fees. Is self-paced, is video based, and you can do that at your pace in 1 week, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, and you have all this content for life. I mean, you're going to have all kinds of templates to help you in the consulting process, everything you're going to have for life. So please get across to me in any of our social media handles on how you want to become a church consultant. There are a number of lads who have gone through it, and they are so happy they have gone through that training. Church Consultation University. Please, my book is still on sale. Fantastic book, good reviews, good feedbacks, good comments I've been receiving so far since it was released 2 years ago. Please, Church Retention, Pathway to Growth is going to help you. It's going to help your church become the best it can be for God. Okay, Roadblocks to Healthy Discipleship. How do we build healthy discipleship? How do we build healthy discipleship? Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Pastor Joel. How do we build healthy discipleship? We made some foundations in Matthew chapter 28, verse 19 and 20. How it is that the mandate of the church, the purpose of the church, is to make a mature discipleship, but with disciples. And so, building healthy discipleship, we need to begin to look at how to overcome the roadblocks in our churches. What are the obstacles, the roadblocks, the hindrances our context is posing on our discipleship process? Okay, so how do we navigate this? Navigating the practical challenges to removing these roadblocks on the way to seeing that we are able to produce them in good quantity and in good quality. Okay, so in this episode, we're going to look at understanding how the busyness of and the distractions of this world are hindering spiritual growth. Okay, because disciples are known by discipline. Okay, and so if they cannot get discipline in the church, there's no how you can make a good disciples having the habits of a disciple. So we're going to look at time management techniques to prioritize discipleship in our daily walk with God. And I did a video on digital discipleship, because this young generation spend more time on the smartphone, on the TV, on the laptops, more than they spend they spend in the church. So I did a video on digital discipleship, on the YouTube channel. And so I want you to go there, get that video on digital discipleship, and then you can also come up with your hybrid discipleship model that works for your context, that works for your church. Okay, cultivating a culture of intentional spiritual practices, because to be able to mature a disciple, you have to be intentional about the spiritual practices in your church community. Explore reasons for low engagement in discipleship activities. The more people engage in discipleship activities, the more they get matured. So encouraging active participation through effective communication. You see, one of the things I like about the disciples of Jesus is that they always throw questions at Jesus. Anytime, midnight, early in the morning, when he's eating, when he's about to sleep, they are always throwing questions at Jesus. And the thing is that if you don't have effective two-way communication between you or the discipler and the disciples, you are not encouraging active participation, there's no how you can be able to mature them. And we're going to also look at creating a welcoming environment that fosters inclusivity and belongingness. Okay, belongingness. The reason why the disciples could not leave Jesus because they did not have a better place to go other than being with Jesus. So we need to be able to get to retain those disciples and mature them. We need to create a welcoming environment that fosters inclusivity and belongingness. Okay, a belongingness. Okay, the sense of belongingness must be there for everyone who is part of your church community. And see, one of the things I will say quickly is your church leadership can sit down and brainstorm ideas to solve some of these issues. Okay, what I'm going to just say is just to whet the appetite, set the ball rolling, but you have to kick the ball and make sure you get your goals achieved. Okay, so those are the things we're going to look at to be able to crystallize the potential barriers such as lack of interest, fear of commitment, feeling disconnected from the church community, strategies to encourage active participation that will be shared, okay, through effective communication, creating small groups that foster deep relationship, and making discipleship opportunity accessible to all church members. You know, there's a way your church can be set up that you give this discipleship model is accessible to some people, while some other people cannot be able to access that system or process for your church. You need to make sure that your sound discipleship model process or model is accessible to everyone in the church. You see, one of the things I will say quickly is that everyone in the world today is getting busier and busier. It's getting busier and busier. Today, on Sundays, we have Premier Leagues, we have all kinds of, unlike those days, Sunday was a consecrated day. It was a day where everyone, whether you are a Christian or not, you just go to church, make sure that you give that day a Sabbath feel, and then stay with family, eat rice and plantain and that kind of. But see, the world has moved away from cultural Christianity, and so it's more difficult these days to be able to get people's attention, people's commitment, and people's buy-in into the discipleship process today. So one of the things I will say quickly is that always audit your discipleship process. Always audit your discipleship process. What are the quality of people that are entering through your discipleship process? You need to understand this is the kind of people, this is the demographics, this is psychographics of people that come into your discipleship system. And then this is the output. What are the process strategies that the input will take in to be able to get out a good output? And for us, the output, we have to be crystal clear about the output, what we want to get, which is matured disciples. Very crystal clear with the characteristics and the futures of a mature disciple. One of the things I will say quickly, which is called the drift effect. There's a danger of the drift effect on systems, processes, and procedures in your church. You have to be on the compliance mode to audit to discipleship process, so that you are not drifting away from what is coming into your discipleship system and what is coming out from your discipleship system. Okay, so we're going to also look at that drift effect and how to be able to align back, because the more aligned you are with what you are supposed to be doing, the more and the better the outcome will be. So today, practical challenges that obstructs our discipleship. Okay, we are living in a fast-paced world. As I said, we live in a fast-paced world, and that leads to a lot of busyness and distractions. I mean, it's so. I'm trying to prepare for a PMP exams that is taking up to 4 hours, and I'm wondering, can somebody just stay on an exam for 4 hours? Yes, I know there's 10 minutes in break between, but you see, the thing is, there's a lot of distraction. And so you need to ensure that as you are discipling those disciples, you are taking them away, you are shielding them away from distractions. You are making them to see that the busyness of this world will not take them anywhere. And that leaves little time for meaningful spiritual practices, because if the 24 hours we have in a day cannot be increased. And so if you are busy doing 21 hours of the day doing something that is not attributed to spiritual practices, then discipleship will be a headache. We must learn to manage our time efficiently. That's one of the things that's the discipline of being a disciple. Okay, prioritizing spiritual growth through prayer, evangelism, Bible study, and fellowship. A deliberate and intentional approach must be set up by the church as a key factor to nurturing healthy discipleship amidst the hustle, the bustles of life, amidst the busyness of life, amidst the distractions of life. And you see, one of the things is that, you see, as a church, if you are not coming to the realization that there are a lot of distractions, you will just find out that you are running your church without not being aware of the threats that you have to your church and to your processes and the opportunities that, right? Because when you are aware about the threats, you will be able to know what to do to mitigate them, to avoid them, and also to see how you can address some of those distractions that are hindering meaningful spiritual practices in your church. You see, one of the things that this brings about is that it brings low engagement. I did a research and I found out that a lot of our young millennial generation X, Y, and Z spend close to 6-7 hours every day on digital devices. You see, one of the things that the number of hours they are spending every week on these digital devices cannot be compared to the number of hours that same person will be staying in the church. And so that brings about a problem of low engagement. It brings a problem of what? Low engagement. Very low engagement. And that's why, low spam attention, low engagement, and very low participation. I'm sure in our churches, when you call out people for evangelism, you find that the numbers are not there because there is low engagement and low participation. So low engagement and low participation can also present significant challenges and roadblocks to healthy discipleship. And so you need to find out ways to increase those engagement. Whether it is online, on site, we need to make sure that we put our eyes on the quality of engagement and that it is high and it is healthy, and the participation is high and it is also healthy. Okay, so low engagement and participation in all these spiritual practices can be a hindrance to a healthy discipleship. So the thing is, the reason behind this is that we need to ensure that there is healthy relationship, because discipleship thrives when there is healthy relationships. That discipleship thrives when you are able to create a warm, I like that, a warm and inclusive atmosphere within your church. I mean, you see, one of the things I like about churches is that, and that's one the aspect of worship, when people come to church and they feel a sense of belonging almost immediately, they feel at home. They lower their defenses mechanisms, and they are able to relate. And for the first time, they are able to talk to somebody. They are able to interact and communicate and exchange business cards. You see, the thing is, what fosters healthy discipleship is for you to create a warm, healthy, and inclusive atmosphere, not the atmosphere that is conducive for only believers alone. But whether you are a believer, you are an unbeliever, you are part of the church, you are not part of the church, there's that inclusiveness in the atmosphere created in the church. So effective communication also is very key, because people need to, because the values and that you want to inculcate in the disciples are going to go in a medium of effective words, effective communication. And so effective communication must be such that the leaders are increasing their EQ, their emotional awareness of people's attitudes and emotions, to see how they can connect with them and then make sure that they are improving their discipleship level in the church. Small groups interaction also fosters deep connections. You see, one of the things I'll say quickly, if your church is growing outward and is not growing inwards, there's a problem. So find a way, as your church is small, mid-size, large size, as your church is growing large size, how can you make sure that everybody who is coming to your church is actually part of a small group, and there's healthy interactions, healthy connection, healthy communication in the small groups, and those small groups also have a better connection in the bigger house called congregation. So small group interaction also fosters deep connection, helping each member to find a place in the entire congregation. Because if they don't find a place in the entire congregation, they will be lost in the congregation, and when they are lost in the congregation, there's no how they can subscribe to the healthy discipleship process model that your church wants to engage them in. I need to wrap up now, and then next week Monday we're going to finalize on episode 4, part 4 of 4, on the roadblocks to healthy discipleship. Please, if you have missed out on part 1, part 2, and today's part 3, please go back on it, and you're going to see quite a lot of things we have said to address some of the roadblocks in our church. Thank you for everyone who has been commenting on the post today. If you have any church related questions for me, please feel free to hook up with me in any of the social media handles. Please, any church related questions, any inquiries for church consulting, let's have them through any of our social media handles, and sure, you're going to get more than an answer from me. People are chatting me on WhatsApp, and please feel free to ask a question, and then we're going to engage you in that platform. Okay, please follow us on Twitter, like our page on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn on the notification bell. More juicy videos are going to be uploaded, please, so that you can be notified when we do so. Please, this video has been helpful to you. Do give us a like, or do share us to your community. Share us to your church leaders, your pastors. Drop me a comment. You've learned from me. I also want to learn from you. Sometimes when I get some comments back, I say, "You mean I said this?" Or it's like you are saying my words to me. And so that's why when I read some of those comments, I'm so happy that at least some words were valuable some words that I said were valuable to you. So please, I would love to hear from you. I would also want to learn from you. So drop a comment in the comment section, and I'm going to engage you from there. Please, we do consultations, we do trainings, we do revitalization, church revitalization, we do strategic planning. Reach out to us on the number on the screen, 08023242258. We are going to provide you with excellent church consulting for health, vitality, and result. We will not disappoint. We're going to deliver results to you. That because the result is what is our business values. Okay, till I come your way next week Monday with the final lap of the roadblocks to healthy discipleship, I say bye bye. I love you, and God bless you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week Monday. Bless your heart.